Hey, welcome to the Board Game Network. You caught me here. I've got Ponzi Scheme out, put out by Tasty Minstrel Games. Plays 3 to 5 players in an hour to an hour and a half. And it's a financial game. So what does that mean? Does that mean you're going to have fun or not? I'm learning something. I don't know. But anyway, the more you can play financial games with your teenagers or anybody who's younger even, the more they will learn life skills. So I definitely would say play this and play as many kind of even Ticket to Ride or something, any kind of money game where you're buying stuff and trading stuff. You're learning a life skill on how things work. So this one here, you'll learn what a Ponzi scheme is and why you don't want to invest in it. It's based on Charles Ponzi's 1919 scheme of taking money from one person and giving it to another person. And that works great until you have so many people in the plan that you can't pay them all. He promised a 50% return after 45 days on your investment. And he wasn't investing in anything. He was just taking money from one person and giving it to another. Kind of like our Social Security system here in the United States. They take money out of my paycheck every month and then they give it to somebody else. It's a Ponzi scheme. Now if I say that, I probably will never be elected president of the United States. Thank you, Rick Perry. Anyway, so you take industry tiles and you're going to pull these cards off of here based on your industry, and this is the amount of money you get. This is the amount of interest you have to pay back every round or every time the time dial comes around. Then you pay interest, and you'll notice you're paying wildly high interest rates. Like 18% is a very low interest rate in this game. You can find, here's a 47.88% interest rate. These higher dollar ones really pay high interest rates. So yes, this is a fun game. Kind of reminds me of something like maybe a choir or something that's a hotel stock game. You know, that kind of game where you can get down there and you can buy and sell, and there's not a lot of luck involved. There's no die rolling or anything. You're simply flipping up cards, and so that might be some point of luck in there. But you are strategizing on which cards to play and how much money you have that's hidden from other players so that you can pay interest. And the longer you can stay in the game ends when somebody can't pay their interest. So they go bankrupt. And so then once that happens, everybody else totals up how much industry they have, how much industries they've built for the game. And whoever has the highest number of points, you want a lot of the same industry. If you have 4 different industries, that's only 4 points. But if you have 4 of a single industry, it's worth 10 points. So you get a lot more points. And the very unique technique in this game of doing clandestine trading is very interesting, where you can offer you want to buy somebody else's industry so you can get more of the same industry, because you're limited to 3 of a single one just by taking on your turn. But in able to get 4 or 5 or more, you have to be involved in clandestine trading, where you offer to buy somebody else's industry for whichever one you want. And you secretly put money into the envelope, you hand it to them, and they look at it and they decide whether to buy, whether to sell you their industry tile for that much money, or the only other option they have is to put an equal amount of money in it and then buy yours from you, and you are required to sell if you do that. So there's this unique dichotomy of, well, do I really want another tile or do I need money? Because if I need money, I need to price it cheap enough that he will buy mine. And if I want the tile, I need to price it high enough that he'll sell me his. But anyway, that's Ponzi Scheme, put out by Tasty Minstrel. Make sure you tune into all of our videos here at the Board Game Network.